The art of the kazoo.
I'm like, I wish we could see it.
I know.
It's so hard to see it because it gets blurry if I fucking get in there.
No, I do. There's picture-in-picture going on.
Oh, there we go. I can see it kind of. You ready?
I'm gonna put my shirt all the way on.
I don't give a fuck what you do.
All right, let's do it.
Pronunciate and project.
For sure.
No, say it for sure, like louder.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, here we go. You ready?
Let's do it.
Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Harmon Warhol bringing another episode of the Harmon Warhol Show. And today, I have nothing less than a special guest. It is not only my brother, not only my cousin, not only my nephew, not only my cousin. He's a bass player. Or what's your current band right now?
Current band? I'm freelancing right now.
Freelancing. Artist Shea. You don't have another alias?
No, just I'm known as like the whitest Mexican you know.
Okay.
And that's gonna be, for better or worse.
What is like that, like being a white Mexican for you?
The biggest struggle is proving to not only other people but myself that I'm Mexican enough.
So why don't you feel Mexican enough?
Because my name is Shea and I look Jewish.
You're not helping yourself is what you're saying.
Yeah, and even my pedigree in music too. I have my most success I've ever had in my life has been Spanish rock.
Yeah. And is that because like you just feel it and it comes natural, or it's like you just leaned in towards it?
Those are the people that were more interested in what I play. Like my style of guitaring or guitar.
Well, I said bass earlier.
Yeah, bass is
but you play a lot of strings.
And I definitely I fell in love with bass more because I noticed there's a lack of bass players that give it their all with feeling.
Yeah.
And not to say bass is easier, but bass is more fun.
Yeah. You're in a groove more than like a percussion line.
Yeah, and you can't dance while playing guitar, but bass. Like, have you ever seen Earth, Wind, and Fire live?
Yeah.
I forget his name, but
the nigga with the fucking, he has a jumpsuit, sparkled out jumpsuit,
dude, and the biggest perm ever, dude. And he's just he's having, and it's like this. So it's like I want to be that, and also now that I know what it's like, I wonder why no one else pursues that more. Yeah.
Well, I want to go ahead and give a little bit of pre-story of like who you are to me. Shea is actually a family friend. We could just automatically say family because I've been knowing him since I was born.
I known you as my cousin.
Yeah. And our moms pretty much got pregnant around the same time, and we've grown old. We've had family vacations. That's what we're doing right now. You can hear it in the background. There's a pool. We rented it out.
We could pan later.
Yeah, we could pan. And
what a backdrop you're not seeing.
Yeah. Well, this is like a kind of like a chill thing right now. You know what I mean? This is still kind of like bland, but still interesting. Like, where are they at to do this?
Yeah.
Like, there's some hills behind us and shit, but it's just to paint the mood and the picture. But just to tell people you are to me, you've always been like a kid. You were into 007 Nintendo. That was big. That we did skateboarding. You liked baseball a lot.
Yeah, that's also our sport of like bonding.
And Star Wars. You're very into Star Wars, and music was always.
You're a lefty too, no?
No, I'm not a lefty.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not a lefty.
I forget that because I never got into the cages with you.
Okay, yeah. But you're more of a pitcher and shit.
Yeah, and being a lefty, that's like gold. And
so you skate goofy?
I skate goofy, and get this too, like left-handed batting, like this, equals right-handed guitar.
Okay.
So I play right-handed guitar.
Oh.
And
so you're like, normal on the guitar then? Yeah,
and also like it's more expensive to buy left-handed shit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. On the guitar, don't you have to like that's like a whole different thing. Like it's not like a skateboard where it's different. It's like it's a hassle.
Yeah, and definitely like you know, I just felt natural and right-handed, and everyone's like, don't you want to try to
string that shit different?
Yeah, and they're like, don't you want to try left-handed guitars? Like, you know, Hendrix, you know, like, he was a hero of mine too, but...
I didn't know.
But yeah, like, left-handed feels awkward.
Really?
I'm like, what is this? I'm a batter. Like, fucking give me this. And
well, two examples of that would be LeBron James. He's actually a lefty with everything, but when he plays basketball, he shoots right-handed.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
And Nate Diaz is the same thing too. He's right-handed everything, but he fights unorthodox, whereas Lee's hands is right.
So he is goofy in that sense.
Yeah, he's goofy fighting, but in real life, like, you know, writing and shit. So that's like same thing with LeBron. That's like weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you do everything left in your shooting hand. Like, that's why I got to shoot with my hand, because it's a dominant hand. I can focus it. This can help guide it and shit, but I can't, you know what I mean, control of the ball. That's so weird, you know, that you're so ambidextrous in that way.
You know, people say, like, you know, it involves, like, you use both brains, or both sides of your brain, both lobes.
Are you saying you're a genius?
No, I'm saying, like, I'm not a genius. I'm like, don't give me that credit. I just am comfortable this way.
Yeah.
Don't give me that credit. I'm not a genius.
Can't contort my brain the way it's supposed to.
Or just like, what feels natural is going to be the way you're going to live.
Yeah. So how long have you been playing instruments?
9 years old.
9 years old.
And I was like a weirdo. Like, do you remember when you were in elementary school? Did you have to take recorder? Like,
yeah, with the flute type.
Yeah, like a flute. Like, and that programmed me to, like, left-handed is natural, but it's right-handed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like I said, top hand, left hand dominant on top. Same with the flute. And my other instrument I started on was saxophone. Was same positioning. So it's like this, all of it.
Yeah.
That's right-handed, but it's not. You know?
And how soon until you were like in a band, like doing shows and shit? By like high school or something?
Yeah. High school, my friend's sister, she also was like an enabler, like the person that buys alcohol, you know?
Yeah. How old were you though?
16.
16.
And yeah, like, it was pop punk. We just ripped off Green Day.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, we were just like pretending, like doing our best Green Day impression, and like literally, like, my friend that I have, we have matching tattoos, like this one.
Yeah.
You know, we were like in it like that, but he went a step further with his Green Day obsession.
Okay.
He got like the tattoos that Billy has.
Yeah, he actually got the grenade and shit.
Yeah, like all this like stuff, like BJ, like all this stuff, like, and I'm like, bro, like, you're taking it way too far. But that was like, you know, me and him, like, we were musical, like, Siamese twins.
How many bands have you been a part of?
Lost count.
Yeah.
I would say comfortably 20.
Wow, that's crazy.
And like I said, like, I do freelance, so I'll pick up the job.
Yeah, so like, have you, like, you go into like studios and just like perform the music that people want and everything now?
Yeah, and it's crazy how it works. Like, they'll see, like, people will see you perform for another band, even your own band, right?
And they just want you.
Yeah, and they'll be like, hey, like, are you available? And I'm like, hell yeah, like, I'm available. You know, and so it's like, I've played in bands that I'm not a fan of. Like,
the music or just them?
Both.
Yeah.
You know, like the people or the music itself, like folk. I'm not a folk guy, but like, I will play it. Yeah, I'll do my best Bob Dylan or my best Tom Petty for you, like, for sure.
Yeah.
And
but that's not your jam.
Yeah, but honestly,
why don't you become an individual artist and do your own music?
Like a solo?
Yeah. Oh fuck! I just dropped my lighter.
I got one.
It's all good. I don't need one, but go ahead.
But yeah, like, being a solo artist means that you're the focus.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the focus, but I'm the best enhancement talent. You know? Like, and that's what people see me, like, be a utility player, and you could be on any team.
Yeah.
You know, like, whether it's even music or baseball, like, you know those people, like, they could be a pitcher, or like
catcher, first base, third base, outfield.
The dude from the Japanese guy on the Angels.
Yeah, you know, pitch and hit. Yeah.
He could pitch and hit, and he does the same thing. He bats opposite of his pitching. You know, it's like.
Well, because that even has its own worth in a degree. Because if you're a left-handed bat, it goes super far. Like, left-handed pitcher helps and shit, but you don't really want to be a left-handed pitcher throwing into a righty. You know, it's really for the left-handed hitters, because there's, like, usually left-handed hitters, like, again, because there's more right-handed pitchers, they're bombing off right-handed pitchers because it's going into them. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, like,
a left-handed pitcher is more of a specialty pitcher.
Yeah, and get this too, because I'm so spoiled being left-handed, going against against a right-handed pitcher, I'm not scared of the ball because it's coming outside. And then, but like the last thing I want to do is face a lefty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if it's a lefty, it's kind of like you're kind of like, yeah.
I have 0%.
It's like you better be better than this guy because this ball's coming straight for you.
Yeah, and I literally probably have maybe 0.1% batting average against lefties.
You did it in high school too, a little bit.
Yeah, I was on the high school team. Like literally, like they'll put you to the front of the line as a lefty.
Yeah,
always.
Exactly.
And my pitching style too was sidearm.
Okay, so you're just very unorthodox.
Yeah, but I had a fucking sweet slider.
Yeah.
And like the snap, like it confused the batter every time.
Yeah, so you're more of like a timing guy and shit, like lefty. Yeah.
And so that was like, you know, like they say you're different.
You're playing like first base sometimes and shit.
Oh yeah, it was either first base or pitcher, but mainly pitcher. And like because being sidearm, I throw my arm out faster.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna finish a game. I'll start it for you.
Yeah.
I'll start it, but definitely like. You can't go far sidearming, and I don't even think there's any sidearm pitchers in the major leagues right now.
I don't know. I haven't paid attention to it as much now.
Yeah, but that's so rare.
Ever since I stopped playing, like every year, I slowly stopped watching baseball more and more.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
The farther I get from baseball, the more I appreciate it now.
Yeah, that's very true too. Like I don't look at it like back then. I used to be like, I could do that shit, but like now I'm like, oh shit, that should be so hard right now to do.
Yeah, and to that effect too, it's like I have all that confidence built up because of, you know, like
I can still play outfield though today.
Oh yeah.
I feel like today, even like I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like I would say know it. I would be wrong saying like I could play professional baseball or some like type of minor league baseball, like defensively. Hitting wise, I'm like no, there's not like I would need years of like to get that fucking tune back in. But I literally played like softball. I play like other little things or whatever. I was like judging a baseball, like it's still in sync with me, and then it's really my legs. Like my legs give out from sprinting that much. I got to do more sprints and shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like the routes and running to a ball is crazy. How much like after a few turns of it, it's like right back in sync and in line. It's just about how much you can go. Like how you said you could probably throw those sidearm pitches, but instead of like 60 to 100 pitches, you probably got like 40 pitches in you, man.
Yeah, I get like
20 pitches.
I'm not gonna make it to the 7th inning ever.
Yeah. You're gonna get like you got 20, like you got like a couple innings in you right now.
Or they do like the smart thing is like put me in later.
Yeah.
After
close the game out.
After the fucking heaters, like because sidearm you don't have the power, you just have control.
Yeah.
And so people are pitching 80, 90, like I'll top out 79 if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
But it's like no one could hit a fucking sinker.
Yeah, but you fucked up the whole rhythm and shit.
Yeah, and then again, like being just lefty, it's...
Think about I'm already like 6 innings in and I got my step perfect up time to you and shit, and now I'm like... Yeah.
And I would do the stupid, like, you know, learning it off of like watching unorthodox pitchers like myself. I forget, it's always Japanese pitchers.
Japanese pitchers but they understand timing.
Yeah, and they do this is what I used to do too, like the...
Yeah, that's
you know,
the
like
Randy Johnson.
You make it, and then you're just like, then you trick them. Yeah, that's it. And like everyone can't time that, and it's like the delivery is more important than my fucking skill at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, like control sidearm.
The technique is important because you got to be able to be in that control. To be able to do that other silly shit, you got to be in control of your pitching.
Yeah, when I'm saying like speed wasn't my thing. It was more just like no one could hit a knuckleball or a slider for shit, or a curveball, like anything.
Yeah.
I could do like a, you know, like run through hoops, you know, like jump through hoops for like my coach.
Would you say that like kind of like, identifies with you how you play music, how you were saying earlier, like now because you're such a like a utility guy, or like you're such a specialty, that's why it's able to help you get work now? Because you could do certain things that it's like naturally and easy, where it's easy to work with, and people are like, oh, I'll fuck with this guy.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, they're like, especially musicians, guitarists, they get comfortable.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm really good at metal, or I'm really good at jazz. I'm like, why not do both? And why not do both at the fucking same time?
And do them both legit.
And so it's like, I've always just learned, like, I love it all. I'm never going to stay in one lane.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I ended up in Mexico so much playing Spanish rock. Because it's just like, they needed this, and I could do it, and I do it with my own sidearm pitching flair.
Yeah.
And also, like, personality-wise, I'm not a complainer. I'll fucking roll with it.
Yeah.
You know, and on being on the road, have you ever like toured like long term? Like it's like being in a relationship, but with 5 guys, you know, and you're all like, I fucking hate this one. Like, if you only listen to me, you know, like I'm like, dude, it's hard to get along with people unless you're like able to adapt.
So are you non-binary?
Hell no.
What is that supposed to mean?
Non-binary, like, you mean sexually?
I was just kidding.
Oh, because I was like, hey, no, like, no.
You said you're in a relationship with 5 guys, but you're using it as a metaphor.
Yeah, like the metaphor of that is just like, you know, you have to be sensitive to each other's needs, like whether it's like musically or like we're sharing a car, who's driving.
Yeah.
That's a big thing too, and like I swear to God, like there's been times where I've almost killed my fucking band on the road because it's my turn to drive. You know, and you're not.
Are you a shitty driver?
No, but I'm not. It's like you're not taking into account the weight distribution of the vehicle. So there's one time specifically where driving down a hill, a mountain rather.
Yeah.
And I'm putting on the brakes because I see cars are stopped, and then I'm like a light guy, so I stand up on the fucking brake because I'm like, wow, the car's not going to slow down fast enough. And everyone in the back seat is asleep because it's like their time not to drive. And the one person that sees me doing this is the one that's awake in the front seat with me, and he's like, you got this? And I'm like, we're going to find out. And so like I'm literally like, the brake is fighting with me, like,
you got shitty brakes though too, bro.
Yeah, but a tour van, that rented tour van,
it's like shitty brakes probably.
Econo, I think it was like the Econo.
It could have been weight too, but if you're going your brakes are probably not fucking the sharpest either.
Yeah, and so like this particular situation, like it was like a movie, like we fucking finally stopped.
Right at the bumper.
Yeah, like 10 feet away from the next car, and I was like, holy shit. And you smell it, you know? You smell the brake fluid, you smell the burnt. Yeah, and I'm like sitting there, and then the guy that was like next to me is like, I'll drive next.
Yeah, like drive now, huh?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, and then also like I'm telling these, because also on tour, I'm usually the only one that does any like substances other than alcohol. Like smoking weed, like they're like, can you drive like that? I'm like, yeah, watch me. But so they all blamed it, like, you're high when you're driving. I'm like, no, dude, did you die?
I feel you. I mean, they're right, but they're wrong too, because it could have been anything. Like I said, it could have been like you had bad brakes too. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I saw, like, I had fucking.
And you're not a fucking professional fucking truck driver, bro. Like,
yeah, and I never had to like drive with like thousands of pounds over the limit of the fucking car itself.
I do that shit for my job, bro. That shit's way different, bro. Like you got fucking at least over a ton of metal in the back of your fucking a flatbed trailer and shit. And when you're just hitting bumps and shit, you can feel it. Like when it sways, it's a little extra.
And the car bounces.
Yeah, because all that weight has to fucking release somehow.
Yeah, and it's like you're gonna go with your cargo.
Yeah. You know? It's like, fuck it, whoever's the best driver, fucking pay him extra on the tour or some shit.
Yeah, but you know, everyone has to be democratic, and then
let's all die democratically.
Yeah, and then also like I've been on tours where everybody in the band has a DUI or like, you know,
everybody drinks, huh?
Well, yeah, like, and I'm like, you're legally the only person that can drive, and I'm like, well, I'm legally gonna
fucking smoke weed and drive.
I'm like, you're gonna fucking take that, push it on me, I'm gonna push this on you, and you don't complain either.
Yeah, suck a dick, bro. Like you fucking shouldn't have got a DUI.
Yeah, and so I'm used to that.
It's like, pay me more then. Pay me more to fucking not smoke.
Yeah, but they can't pay me not to smoke.
No,
never.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want anyway.
And yeah,
so name some of your most memorable moments, like besides driving, like you said you're in Mexico a while. Mm-hmm. So tell me about Mexico. Where'd you start? Tijuana?
That's where the tour starts.
So I'm so right. I don't even need to.
Yeah, like that's where it starts, and you just take the rented van from America, and also having California plates in Mexico is it's a red flag for like, oh, let's fuck with them.
Yeah.
And my Spanish is so bad. Whenever I've been pulled over, they know I'm American, and they look at me. I'm not Mexican, even though I am.
It doesn't matter.
They're just kind of like,
You got a white boy accent, and you don't look and you look paler than a fucking bat.
Yeah, and this is what they do, like
from Ace Ventura. What?
They'll be like, okay, we see the hair, we see, like, not just me, just everyone, like, we see the hair, you guys dress gay, but we're like, just rock people.
We're rock people, yeah.
Like, it's like,
and they got rock people in fucking Mexico. Why do we need you?
Yeah, and so here's what they would do. They'd be like, we know you got drugs. Don't make us find them.
Yeah.
But we'll tell you what it costs for us to ignore it.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like, let's just pay up. Like, don't make them like search our car.
No, yeah.
We have way more than they think. But like, okay,
you're gonna pay them regardless, bro, just to keep you alive.
So we're like, okay, how much? Like 3,000 pesos, which is like
$300.
Yeah, like at the time, like I was like, okay, fine. Like I'd rather like not go to Mexican jail. And we're all like, we pull in, like everyone
stuff your ass with burritos and shit.
Yeah, and burritos aren't even a Mexican thing. No, if you ask for a burrito in Mexico, what they give you is a quesadilla with beans.
Yeah.
It's not even. Like, never do that.
Yeah, tacos are real though.
Yeah.
And they're like different.
Yeah, like burrito is literally a California invention.
So what else about like Mexico and shit? Like I heard you had a shouty, bro.
The women, yeah. I had I came back every tour and like she was.
So you went to Mexico like a few times a tour.
At least 5.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
You build up.
You were probably just fucking finger banging bitches because they're like, you play guitar, you got fingers.
It was more like
play me, nigga. Play me, white boy, gringo.
Oh, dude, yeah. And here's the thing, like again, I'm in a Spanish rock band, but I'm the only white-looking guy.
Yeah.
All the women are like, we're sick of Mexicans. Like, go to him, and then
it's like when I went to fucking the Midwest, and they're like, I'm fucking sick of white boys.
Yeah, like you're like you stand out, and yeah, like I had a love affair. I wanted to give this girl papers.
Yeah.
That's how much like
she was that fine though.
She was fine as hell, like and
like how close was she to like looking like Selma Hayek?
She was also like a rich Mexican.
So how close was she to Selma Hayek?
I say she not at all, because she looked like me, like a redhead. She was redhead, blue eyes, pale skin, but Mexican as fuck. When you talk to her, but she lived in a villa, like a fucking. She was from like royalty or something, you know. So every time I come stay at her place, but then the last time she was like telling me you can't stay here anymore, and I was like, you got a man now, like this is it. And she was militant about like kicking me out. And then when she did, I was
you're like, just a booty call, bro,
dude. And then this time or that time, the last time, she's like, yeah, you can't stay here, I'm gonna drop you off where I found you. I'm like, hey, I don't know enough Spanish to get out of fucking Mexico, you know. She dropped me off in the middle of DF, like in Mexico City, and like I was like, oh fuck, I know the hotel where the after party is, where I said I'd meet everybody, and I just happen to catch them when they're looking for taxis, like my friends. If I didn't catch them, I'd probably not be alive. Because even like the taco vendors are like, we're closing up, like we're about to get robbed. And so I just like to see my friends stumble out drunk out of the hotel. I'm like, thank God, because like my booty call said she doesn't want me to stay at her house.
Fuck. Damn, that's rough, bro. What about your time when you were traveling in California, bro? Because you went Plea for Peace in Stockton.
Dude, that's a punk ass venue, and you were there.
Yeah.
Like I was like so grateful. Like I got to see you, because I was before this. That was the last time I saw you. Like other than the wedding, you know. Like I always see Megan. I always see like everyone here, but you are the fucking.
But you always don't come to the family get together things, bro.
Well, yeah, it's like we never crossed paths, and it's always at the wrong time, you know. But yeah, so it's like that was one of the last times I saw you.
Come to the family get-togethers, bro. I've been seeing everybody else.
I know. But yeah, in Stockton, like I was so happy to fucking see you guys there. You know, you guys came out, and again, being the only person that smokes or does drugs, like they were like, don't fucking go, like, because you were saying, come back to my house, and they were like, we're not gonna see you. You're gonna be so high. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I just want to hang out with my friend.
Yeah, you probably just would have just smoked some weed.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let me go. Like they were fucking.
I don't even think I was like of age to drink. I just think I just knew how to get weed at the time.
Yeah, but like you said, come back to the house. You know, like where you're living. And I was like, yes, let's do it. But they fucking really didn't trust me enough to leave me alone.
So you a wild boy, bro?
I'm in control always, but definitely not afraid. But
yeah, so all the drugs, bro.
All the drugs, dude. Like I want to say I take the scientific method when it comes to drugs.
Chemistry.
Like you won't know unless you know. Like you can't talk shit about things unless.
Well, like I can't take pills because my body just rejects them every time.
Yeah, pills are actually the drugs I don't do.
Yeah.
But like you give me like, what's this powder? Let me find out for myself. Never have I been like had a problem with it, but with any of it. But I've been there, and now I know. And now I know why people do it.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Or what gets them like addicted to it like crazy and like want to do it over and over again.
And like the only drug that I would say like I'll recommend to everybody is psychedelics.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I thought you were gonna say weed, but
No. Like some people are scared of weed, but like weed is not gonna change your life. But like one mushroom trip will make you a different person.
Well, I think we can, but it just depends on who you are. But if you're already there in that mindset, then like mushrooms will definitely change you too, or just make you who you already are.
Like I've known people that were like, you know, early like parents.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, obviously unplanned. One mushroom trip would make them want to be a good parent.
Yeah.
You know,
or at least change their approach.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like it's therapeutic. People use psychedelics like for therapy all the time.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the military used to use acid as a truth serum, you know, to like interrogate people.
Yeah,
so it's
acid's a different trip too. Like, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, if you ain't ready for it, it ain't for you. You need to be ready for it, or at least accept. Like, I was able to, not to be in an extreme method or anything, but like acid helped me accept death, just in a reality.
That was like my closest experience with death too.
Yeah, like it just made you feel so good and like just so out of your body and uncontrolled that like you're like, oh damn, like I could die right now. This must have how I feel because I'm so out of control.
Oh yeah.
Like how I can't. I'm not in control at all. That I probably could die right now. When then you realize you accept it. Once you accept it and move on, you have just a whole weight lifted off your shoulders. You know what I mean? Of like, oh, even when you come to and you're sober again, you still hold that on. Like, oh shit, I was there at one time and like in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And my first acid trip, what it did for me was make me reevaluate my friendships. Who's my real friend? Okay. And
you had a lot of faulty friendships just to like help you be comfortable. I've had 2 friends that I try to rekindle a friendship with, and they both are now fucking the girls I used to.
And against your better judgment, against their even like respect for you, like that.
Yeah, like even me telling them like, don't do that. It's probably gonna fuck up our friendship if you do that, and then they still did it anyway. The second one, I tried to still be friends with both of them, and then I was like, this ain't gonna work. And then they're like might have a kid together and shit.
Tragedy.
I would call it tragedy. I just think it's like hilarious. Like, damn, bro. Like,
it is karmic comedy at that point.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Can I even bring like any girl around my homies, or is my dick trash?
Nah, it's never like.
I must have trash dick, bro.
Nah, like.
Or it's either I'm a dick,
or it's
I'm either like a really mean person, trash dick, or my friends must be awesome as fuck.
No, I view it this way too. It's like not trash dick, not awesome friends. It's like I fuck with someone that was beneath me, and that's why they're doing this to my friends and with my friends. You know?
I guess, bro. Who are you to say that? Like, who are you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't. No one can, and no one should pass judgment.
Yeah.
Like, so that's fine. Whatever happens, happens. But yeah, like I get it. Like, these are people you cared about.
Yeah, both of them, and it's just like silly for them to think we can move on, and for me to just get over it, and like, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's not even me getting over it. I'm like, every time I'm in this situation, it's a fucked up situation. So I'm like, how do I, whether I'm trying to I'm over it or not, it's still not in a situation I want to be.
Of course. And all this like falls under like the umbrella of like how unpredictable life happens. Like the heel turns, like all the corners you could hit are definitely never going to be like predicted. But
you've had like moments like that with homies and friends and shit?
Oh, with women? Yes, of course. And like I've been on both sides, sadly. Like, like
of course.
Yeah, super young, I fucked my best.
I've been on the same side, like it's exactly. I've been on my friend's side, who's you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I like.
I feel like in a totally different situation, but I'm sure they don't feel that way. But anyway, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, like I said, I've been on the side where like my friend said like this girl's crazy, but she came on to me, and then I'm like I can't control myself because I'm so young. Like you're just like, oh hell yeah, like. But you know, like you know, come here, like come here, like I
come here.
But yeah, like so young, I was like too selfish. But when I'm older now, it's like when I go to this with my friends that are like betraying me in that level.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you know better by now.
Yeah, when you get older, it's kind of like, come on, bro. Because the thing is, like, I make sure I'm older enough to like go approach them and be like civil, respectable, and like controlled and emotional, like in like a way, like to be like, hey, yo, I don't appreciate it. If you want to just fucking have a thing, then that's cool. But like to have a full blown relationship and like expect me to be hanging out with you.
Yeah, and then both of you guys hitting me up like it's no problem.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. It's especially if it's both of you. If it's just like the dude or whatever, but the girl literally will try to have a friendship with you too. And I'm like, yo, this is messy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now we out here looking ghetto and messy and like it's a cesspool. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like right when you get mad at him, now you fucking me. Now you know what I'm saying? Now it's like,
and so it's like I don't excuse myself for being younger, being fucking around like that, but like definitely like I wouldn't do that now. And I know like the people that done me dirty too. It's like
if it was Rihanna. And you were best friends with A$AP
that's what's it called? A loaded question. There's no right answer anymore.
You know, like, there you go, Padawan.
Yeah, but honestly, like like you know better by now. Like you don't go after like, especially if it's like already been communicated like don't do this.
That's the thing with me. To me, it's like once I say that and do that, it's just like come on, bro.
You know, and it's like don't make it messy. Like don't go after like or don't, especially like family too. It's like, hey, that's my sister, that's my brother. Like fucking.
No, I don't do that one with the sister brother because like Megan, like you gotta think like Megan. Everybody thinks Megan looks good and everything, and I'm just like, hey, bro, Megan's a grown ass woman.
No, of course she is, and like
I have say of who get that's weird.
That's true, but would you ever? Because I don't know her like history like that, but like, would you ever like be like she could do better?
Oh, all the time. But she does the same thing.
Yeah, but
it's kind of hard to bring a girl around and make it be like, oh, she's cool. You know what I mean? So, and that's just her sister being a sister and her brother being a brother. I can give you a handful of girls Megan probably ever thought was like good enough.
Of course.
It's probably only a couple of them she thought were cool because they was her friends.
And and you know me because like.
And I shouldn't have probably done that anyway.
And that's true. Like because I don't know that in a way because like even though I have a brother who's kind of a sister, like in you know what I mean?
Yeah, wingman.
No, I mean, you know, it's like having a gay brother. It's like I have to fucking like. I'm judging men, you know, for a man.
Yeah.
But like, his boyfriend is top notch.
Yeah.
Have you ever met him?
No, I haven't met him yet. Yeah.
But like, I would say I had the easiest job because I never had to do that much.
Yeah.
Because he found him and it was.
He was doing his own thing. Yeah.
And yeah, also it's like this motherfucker is
the best thing you could have done was just be supportive and be cool. Like that's it. Like there's nothing you don't know that world or anything.
But also like you know a bad person when you see him.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
that's
like
very true.
Like I keep passing it to you. But yeah, like his guy is so top notch. I'm like, damn, like I want a girl like you.
Yeah.
And like please, like
if you had a pussy, I would totally fuck.
Dude, I know. I stood for my brother right now.
Yeah.
Like you're lucky. Like we're on different teams. Like literally.
No, you're on the same team.
Yeah.
We're on different teams.
Exactly. Well, true. Like it's cool you don't play the guardian role, but like also
Because who is Megan to tell me who am I to date?
Yeah, true.
So why would I tell her to date? You know what I mean? Just because I'm her brother, I'm supposed to be older brother, I'm supposed to be protected. I'm like, Megan, don't be dumb. But at the same time, now if they want to be dumb, if a dude wants to be dumb, like cheat on her or talk shit or fucking like pretty much
take advantage of the situation.
Then it's like, oh, hey, bro, you want to get fucked up? You know what I mean? But most of the time, I feel like most dudes feel like that. If they do some shit, they do some cowardly shit where it's like, you know, they leave her alone or about that. You know what I mean?
They ghost
and
out.
they're not trying to get through me. They're trying to get through my dad, bro. Like then
dude, of course, dude. Like,
so they're not worried about me, bro. So,
oh my god, dude.
But they, you know, I feel like they should because I'm more actually who'll act upon probably those.
By the way, like, take a moment to appreciate your dad made sure you look good as a kid. Like, we saw those pictures, man.
Thanks, Big Mike, bro. I was looking good, bro.
Oh my god, like you.
I had the FUBU with the forces. I had the Jordans on. I had the heel figure.
You didn't even know that you were fucking that stacked. Like, you were stacked, man.
It passed on, bro. I had the kicks, the Converse.
You had to be the best like student for the picture.
Best dress, bro.
But also we did. I hope you have that fucking Polaroid, like the album cover of us.
Oh yeah,
in front of the fucking first GMC.
I'll probably get that shit
the Suburban.
So tell me if you were gonna throw a concert, bro, with 5 like artists, bro, with like 50,000 people at it.
Alive or dead?
Both.
Oh.
Who would you have?
That's hard as fuck.
Either or.
Like, for sure, like, you know, it's the cheesiest answer, but the Beatles.
Okay.
The Beatles changed my life.
Alright. Favorite Beatles song?
Either My Michelle or there's Happiness is a Warm Gun.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Beatles for sure. The rest is like, I could care less about the rest, to be honest, because that's when it gets
Beatles,
too hard. That's where it, like, you know, the rest.
Who else, bro? Name at least 2 more people. Green Day?
Hell, no, like, the most impactful artists have been
2
like,
more people at least.
Yeah, of course. I just like
you could perform.
That's 100%.
And what would you perform if you performed?
What would I perform?
Yeah, Spanish rock.
No, I have a band that sounds more akin to like Tame Impala. You know?
I don't know who that is.
Psychedelic rock.
Okay.
So it's like I want to play like that. Like so, it's I would say Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Another one.
Yeah, I know Pink Floyd. All right.
So Pink Floyd is a band I put on that bill. You know?
Yeah. So the Beatles, Pink Floyd, and you.
No, not me. I would not like be on it. I thought you were asking me what music I would play. Like I would play psychedelic rock.
Okay.
Wait.
So you got Beatles, Pink Floyd, and then who else, bro? One more.
Shit. Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Pick someone you can't even like know instruments, man.
No. Wu-Tang Clan, like, literally, like, this is my like hierarchy of music, like that changed my life. Not like my favorite, but shit that changed my life.
No, I feel the same way about certain things.
You know, it's like, but yeah, Beatles changed my life, and then Wu-Tang.
Some of these artists that change your life, you can't even listen to them every day.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a certain thing to you where like, like music is different. It's not just this or that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, Wu-Tang definitely are the Beatles of rap, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like 100%, like talent. Yeah. From every angle.
Just because as a group what they did, and then if you actually became a fan of the group, you actually see what they individually did for rap.
And everyone did something nice
and different.
Yes.
Like in that group, everybody had like you think about Raekwon's flows compared to like Ghostface. Oh my god, it was.
Who's your favorite Wu-Tang member?
For me, it's easy because it's Method Man.
Yeah, that I feel like
I would put Method Man against any Wu-Tang.
I actually would too, man. Okay, your favorite non-Method Man, because that's when it gets harder.
Yeah. I would either have to pick. I would have to pick Ghostface, bro. As much as I like Raekwon, as much as I like RZA and GZA, I'd have to pick fucking Ghostface because like I actually can listen to a whole like Ghostface album.
Yeah.
Like Method Man and Ghostface are the 2 Wu-Tang members I can listen to.
But I do think Raekwon is there too.
Raekwon has the better singles on some of these songs, but like as far as the album, sometimes I can't listen to a whole album. GZA has a really good albums. Like
to me, like I think GZA's like top tier, but like I want to hear him when I want to hear him.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But like, yeah, dude, I would say it's hard for me because I love everything that RZA's done. Like you know, like, have you heard Grave Diggers and like things like that? Like,
yeah, no, bro, I love RZA,
like,
bro. But
to
the
me,
thing is, like, you realize it's not that. It's almost like the Kanye thing. It's really not him rapping and him doing it. It's him just putting the music together that I like.
True,
it's
yeah,
like,
it's true that.
It's
So
really,
it's like,
it's really not RZA. It's really that all the people he's able to bring together.
Yeah, and then
like,
also it's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna give myself the best shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, but true, but also RZA's delivery is.
No, he's a great rapper and a great producer. It's just that even though you compare him to fucking Method Man,
definitely he's not like he's not a Method Man. He's.
It's kind of like, but the thing is, they're only focusing on writing. You know what I mean? When he's focusing on everything else, it's different.
But RZA does have some fucking punchlines.
Yeah,
like, all of them for sure. But you know, slept on is You God.
You God, yeah.
I fucking really.
But he's not in my top 3.
No, he's not. I'm saying like every song he's in, like I'm like, damn, like why aren't you on more songs?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, he's great.
They don't use him. I mean, probably.
Ghostface Killer though, bro. He's fucking. The thing is, I actually like a lot of new Ghostface Killer shit. Like when he had that one shit, bro. That one song he goes like, any other day, I would just let you pass me by, and I see you. And he was talking about like fucking flirting with a pregnant chick, bro. And I'm like, does anyone understand like the poetic bounds this guy's just like
and
doing?
how he paints it too? It's
Yeah,
like, it's
bro,
literally like
it's a discussion.
I'm gonna take you here, and you're not like.
Bro, even though I see a punchline, I don't see it coming.
Yeah, and it's like that's like a cannon fodder. He's like saying that while he's saying something else.
Yeah, like exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what like the brilliance to me of and I'm like more of a writer and more so much to me. I feel like because I always styled my shit compared to Method Man and Ghostface Killer, but especially the Ghostface Killer because like I was like that's how I want to paint a picture.
And you're right, like that style of even rapping, like subtly dropping bombs while keep going. Like,
yeah.
Like that, he really has never like that's been him the whole time. You know,
Yeah.
like, his influence is deeper than we acknowledge.
Yeah. No, Ghostface Killer is
true. But I also like I was thinking about it because Inspector Deck.
Like
I was like, dude, he has the best, coldest verses on most of the albums.
But it's like I feel like he would be the best if we all rapped about certain content.
Yeah.
Like I don't think how much is he gonna? Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't see a sensitive.
Yeah.
I don't see a sensitive side.
Like if we were all talking about like the hood and shit, like, yeah, you got it.
True. I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna hear him on that kind of single. He'll never slow down.
If he did, I would probably want
he'll never slow down the BPM to get
you
there.
You probably would, but it wouldn't be about like.
He'd still be angry as fuck.
I fucking stabbed the pussy like machete.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, yeah.
I fuck her faster than Andretti.
Dude. Oh, dude, one of my favorite lines.
Make her scream like she jumped off a levee. Like, Pussy's redder than spaghetti.
By the way, have you ever heard? I forget which DJ did it, but it was like a mashup of the Beatles and Wu-Tang. Have you ever heard that? I'll show it to you later. Like, they remix some shit like over Beatles songs.
Yeah.
And you know, but it's Wu-Tang like verses, and it's like, oh, okay, I never heard Dirty like.
Oh, baby.
You know, like it changes the context of the fucking song, like, you know. Oh, here comes your mom. Special guest.
Mi madre. Come say hi, mom.
Special guest.
With your wobbling ass. You don't fall over because some rocks gonna hurt them feet.
I know.
Baby.
Hey, I used to run around in Arizona in a pit in a.
That's probably why I got hobbit feet.
We should dumpster.
You should ask Anna how.
It was a.
And look at you now.
And look at you now. You should ask Anna how to make this trip up here because you're doing it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys look real quick. 1, 2, 3.
My mom's here.
Are you trying to?
You gotta say hi now that you're on the camera. You're on the camera.
I'm wet.
Down.
No. Okay.
I mean, yes.
I go, no. Okay. Hey, this is a good view.
It is a good view.
Yeah, they don't even know. They don't even know what's happening.
They don't even see it. Hey, so mom, before you leave, tell us something about this trip and that you liked about it so much, and you know, just so it gives people some context of like why me and Shea know each other and everything.
Well, the reason why I love this trip is because this is family right here, friends and family, but more so family. Even though,
dude, you're my cousin, you're my aunt. You know?
After all, I knew you before you were born, when you were in your mom's womb.
Okay, don't get that graphic and keep.
I know, right? Where are we
But
going
to
with this?
have a friendship and a bond for over 30 years is so special, and it's rare, and we cherish it. We are celebrating life. We're celebrating family, friends, and that's what it's all about. What it all boils down to, this is all that matters, is family and friends.
And enjoying the time and making memories.
Yes,
even
making
if we
memories.
get Alzheimer's and dementia. It's not that funny.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Bye.
For sure. Thanks, Mom.
Hey, that worked.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah. So, if you,
I know.
Mom, your phone has to go to the speaker.
Bluetooth, get closer. Like, she's been doing this all week. She goes to the bathroom, the shit cuts
Everybody's
off.
like, hey, yeah, the music's done. All right, bro. So what's like? What do people should expect from you, bro? Like, cause you don't even have an Instagram, bro.
No, I'm so under the radar, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like, and that's the thing, being freelance, like, my pedigree speaks for
Your
itself.
your followers don't express about what you're doing in the industry or what you're doing as a, I want to say musician, but an actual, like a position or an entity in the music realm. Like, you're able to sustain yourself or whatever.
I would
at
say,
least
like,
get work.
In general, like, I'm your equal artistically. I'm like any person that's like putting content out, like, artistically.
I would feel you're more, but go ahead.
Well, thank you too. Like, but I don't expect that ever, you know.
I've never been on tour.
But at the same time, this is included. Like, this is part of your brand, you know. Like, so you're putting out content, and you're, the most important part, authentic about it. So like, that's the real thing. Like, that's all that people can expect from me, is like to be authentic like you. Like, we're on the same level, even though we're doing different things. We're on the same level.
Yeah.
You know. And so, like, I'm not gonna stop. I'll be in one band the next day. I'll be the head writer in another band, and I'm doing them all at the same time right now. You know. But it's all gonna be like, it comes to surface because, like, heat rises to the top, so the hot shit is gonna be noticed. You know, like, honestly, like,
So just put your best foot forward and move on.
and people will notice, literally, like, being real literally makes the difference in your art.
It holds weight.
And so that's like, I feel it off of you. I feel it off of everything you're doing, because I don't do this. You know, it's like, I'm a ghost, man. This is my first time on camera since.
Well, that's why I kind of wanted to do it too.
Yeah, this is my first time on camera since, like, stopped playing shows. So I'm only comfortable playing shows and hiding behind my band and my talent, but, like, being on camera, never been the focus, you know?
Yeah. So I wish I had. I usually try to come up with another. Favorite Michael Jackson song.
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't know if you count. You want solo career? Because I'm gonna just say "Blame It on the Boogie."
Blame it on the boogie.
Or what's the one we heard at the wedding, which is "Love Never Felt So Good."
Love never.
Like,
felt so
those
good.
two are like what like, that's what I came from.
Love never felt so good, so good.
What about you? Number 2 on Thriller. You know the track list?
What?
Fuck, let me find this. Actually, I'll recheck.
Bro, we're gonna get canceled, bro.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, but we already know. We're not gonna bring it up, but you know what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, we're not gonna bring that up.
But,
we don't have to bring it up. We don't have to have a discussion. We can actually end it here right now. We're already 40 minutes in. But what I usually let people end with is, what would you like to leave with the people, you know, before we sign off? Of like,
I like to leave?
Yeah, either it's promoting yourself, or maybe it's just a positive message, or maybe it's just something to kind of wrap us all up. What would you like to leave with the people? My fans, your fans, their fans, lovers, listeners, and friends.
I would say thank you. You and you.
Thank you. That's it?
That's it.
Thank you.
That's all I could say. Like,
Hey, and we appreciate you. I appreciate you, Shea. This is definitely a family thing. It's so organic and lovely. I couldn't script this any better way of how things of our lives could have intertwined. Even the separation and not even getting, now the way we're getting to know each other now is even great, you know. And I even, us as individuals and other people and kids and parents, even like I feel like our parents grow older with each other and learn about each other.
And they're still evolving.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's still that evolution, and I can't wait for when we get their age.
Look at that, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
We're lucky to know that this is possible by first-hand experience.
Yeah, here, let me show them real quick what it is. This is what. This is what we did all weekend, bro. So, we just want to let y'all know, bro. We just having a good time.
We're taking a break to do this. Thank you.
Thank you. Shea's looking cool, familiar, quite familiar.
Mm-hmm.
You got the...
Toucan, do it. Stupid. I'm done. Cut me off, bro. Cut me off.
No, bro. Look at the willow tree, bro.
The willow tree. My phone in the floor.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just say thank you. 99th episode. We did it major. Thank you, Shea. Thank you, everybody. Give me some noise, people! I need some noise!